Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from September 6th through the 8th, 2024. This is for Sagittarius. Last shuffle coming up for Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on. So we have a creative endeavor and playing it safe. Ooh, the best thing that you could do is focus on your creativity. Know this. Focus on how creative you are. Stay open to possibilities and flexible, versatile, okay? And the reason for that is because you're not stuck anywhere. Spirit's like, you don't have to be here if you don't want to be. You could be wherever you want to be. And it's important to be open to that, understanding that there's no such thing as stuck for you. It's a choice to be stuck somewhere for you. You got to understand that and know that within. Judgment, Hermit. Yeah, you really don't have to be anywhere you don't want to be. I can't make this up if I tried. Um, they're saying that there's something that you are very gifted in. Yeah, man. Okay. You're very gifted. Let's just throw that out there. But a creative endeavor with judgment here would definitely tell me that with Judgment, Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles, it tells me that there's something here that could change at the drop of a dime. Okay. It's like you could render yourself. You could be wherever you want to be. But I want to say this. I have to say that first. Like, you could be wherever you want to be, right? But they're saying that they're giving you cues. You may feel like you're kind of going crazy a little bit. You may be getting signs all around you. These aren't going to be universal signs, okay? These aren't going to be things like, oh, every time I see a cardinal, that means whatever that these things would mean, right? Um, you know, how people have symbols, right? Anytime I see this angel number, that's what that means, kind of thing. Spirit saying that they're going to give you signs, synchronicities, and everything, and it will mean something only to you. Okay, these will be inside jokes, something you understand, something that you pay attention to. It won't be something that everybody could go, oh yeah, everybody knows white candles are for purity. It would be like, no, that symbolizes something else to me. And the spirit will make sure that you see something in that way from that angle. They're not, they're saying that this is this is only curtailed for you and for your understanding only. Very creatively will they be leaving you signs and synchronicities. It could be anything. Okay. And these signs are going to tell you, are these messages that you're going to be getting, which is like you may think deep about them. It's almost like they want you to think. They're going to give you deep symbols that will cause you to really think deep. Like, oh, it's like a pun or a play on words or a play on something that you understand that only you understand. You know what I mean? Um, as if you were to tell someone else, that's not what that symbolizes. And it's like, but that's what it symbolizes to me. Symbols are something, a symbol for a reason. It's not a universal something. It's something, a symbol to me. This represents something to someone. So you would have to take what comes in and to understand it from what you understand. These may be inside jokes from your family or things that always will mean something like that to you, right? Um, like, could be anything. Like, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but to you, apples symbolize worms. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I just have to throw that out there. Like, you're like, apples always symbolize sickness to me. It never symbolizes a doctor and health. Um, they're playing it safe. Like, you might be allergic or it just tears your stomach up, kind of vibe. And you're like, anytime I see that, I know it's going to be bad for my health. Like, but playing it safe with the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups, your intention is to walk away from things that really don't serve you or do you any good, or to end things that are really like taking from you. So there's a need for you to take the signs that Spirit is giving you. A lot of the signs they're going to give you are to tell you to get the heck out of Dodge. They may be telling you that, like, you know what I mean? It'll be some stuff that you're like, I remember this from this movie or this scene, and this was always what that meant. Spirit wants you to understand this and understand it well. So they're going to give you something only you would know, but they're going to cause you to think really deeply about it first. um there's going to be like a play on words, a play on some kind of symbol for you. I just have to keep saying that because they want you to be very clear about it. They're saying you're not stuck anywhere. The honoring path is a 10 of wands and judgment. The right thing to do here, it seems like for you, is that you have to take on a lot of extra responsibilities, and it's something that you always have to do. So I feel like this is a Libra got something similar, I believe. And it almost looks like for you, Sagittarius, you may have some people with you, or someone that you're with. You could be, right? You could be with your family, for all for all that matters. But whoever you're dealing with, or the people that are around you, you always end up doing the most. So this would look like this, right? Say this is a family dynamic, because 10 of Pentacles a lot of times speaks of family. Say you work, say you're the, who cares who it is, but masculine, feminine, there's always like certain roles, right? The masculine role is usually the one that goes out and works and such, traditionally, and the feminine stays home with the children. Say, no matter how this goes, the masculine person, the masculine energy comes home, but the masculine is the only one that knows how to cook, the only one that knows how to use a certain product properly. They're the only one that, they're the only one that knows how to drive. You end up having extra responsibilities, even though you have someone there. If this is a feminine energy, this feminine energy does all that other stuff, but this feminine energy also handles all the finances, does all these extra things. So they're giving off a vibe of that you repetitively have to take on a lot of extra responsibilities and any kind of family dynamic. It doesn't matter if it's like your intermediate family, your intimate family you created, or it could be a work family. It could be the friends, and you're the family, like that's your family, right? You could say, and I've seen people go, I don't have family. And it's like, well, if you don't have family, it's a certain dynamic that, even if it's not family to you at work, that's what spirit means by that. Like, this is a team that you end up taking on more of the responsibilities in certain things. And if it's just you and your dog, right? Your dog ain't really doing the dog thing. Like, you're gonna have you. It's like you're just endlessly taking care of this dog. This dog doesn't really fetch, doesn't roll over, doesn't sit, doesn't listen. You're finding yourself doing so much more, right? And so that says that you feel like you're doing the right thing here. Your intention is to do the right thing, play it safe, but spirit is trying to push you away from doing things that do not serve you or do you any good. Like, doing too much, spirit's going to push you away. There's going to be signs and synchronicities that maybe you're doing a little too much. There's going to be signs and synchronicities that this is not your job, that you shouldn't have to do that. And they're going to make sure it's well known. What are you doing that for? You're not supposed to be doing that. The sacred temple is Ace of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. This would tell me here very much so that there's something going on here where it looks like you're where you're meant to be. They're talking about where you're meant to be. And you may feel very much so that you are good by yourself. Like, you're really putting a lot of energy and time. You're supposed to be putting a lot of energy and time into starting over, or having, I mean, doing something new. Ace of Pentacles is always something new. Could be a new job, a new relationship for some of you. But you're supposed to be investing a lot of time into fixing things and putting things together and getting things steady. And a lot of this has to do with focusing on you. um, some of you may feel like you're meant to be alone, you're meant to be single for this to be here. um, they're showing a lot of energy of where you feel like you're meant to be. And it may be that you feel like you're meant to be doing something new, something different all the way around. You're going to get a sign that that is the case. You'll know when you're dealing with someone, certain phrases may come up, certain songs, lyrics, ads, something like that may come up, and you'll start to be like, you'll realize, I'm not supposed to be here in the first place. Like, I'm really not supposed to be here. Or I'm not supposed to be dealing with this. Like something may just come up, like you could be talking to this person, and then the radio will come on and it'll be like, not my job. That'll be the only thing you hear. And you look and you go, that's right. Like he said, it's not my job. Like, I don't have to do that. I shouldn't have to. Right. So you could be dealing with, there's only two signs here. We have another Sagittarius or a Virgo. Right. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. Well, I mean, obviously Sagittarius is in your chart. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.